you guys. It is Monday evening, May 4th, 2020, and I am Coach Souraya Christine. I am your divorce survival coach. Listen, the rates of divorce are so high, and so many of us struggle with going through a divorce and even the aftermath of the divorce. And so I am just here to help you survive it. I am here to help you through it. I personally, just to give you a little bit of background about me, I guess almost in a shameful way, can be considered a divorce expert. Why? Because I have been through it four times. No, I'm not proud of that. However, it has taught me a lot, and I understand how to be able to get through it and past it and moving on from it successfully. And so I have recently authored a book entitled Damaged Goods, A Woman's Guide to Surviving Divorce and Other Matters. And so I am just wanting to share bits and pieces of that book with you and my experiences with you, and just kind of help you through what you're going through. And so I would ask that you guys would subscribe to this channel and tell your friends about it, share it, and just come back every week. Come on back so we can talk about another tip. We're going to do our divorce survival tips in 10 minutes or less, so you won't even have to be here long. But definitely come on back and let's walk this thing out together. So our first tip is how to not play the blame game. Yeah. It seems that people are naturally programmed to want to place blame on somebody other than themselves. You know, when something happens, we don't necessarily want to take the blame ourselves. And we even see it happening in children as soon as they're able to talk. You know, if they knock something over or spill something and they have other siblings in the house, they'll blame the other siblings. And shoot, even if it's not other siblings in the house, they'll be quick to say, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I guess, you know, it was the ghost in the house. That's what I used to say all the time. But I just believe that once we're able to conquer this inherent need to place blame on somebody else, that we will deepen our level of wisdom. See, in a divorce, generally speaking anyway, each party, and usually their family and friends, jump on the bandwagon as well. They automatically cast blame on the other side, just like automatic. And I am simply proposing here that you not do that. It's really just that simple. Why? Because it's completely unproductive. Now, that's not to say that you have to accept all the blame yourself, or any of it for that matter, but rather that you just don't play the game. Don't play the game at all. One of the things that I talk about in my upcoming book is that we as humans have the inherent desire to want to prove ourselves right and the other person wrong. And then that seemingly justifies when we act unfavorably or in an unbecoming manner. And I want you to understand this evening that it doesn't really, though. It doesn't justify your unbecoming behavior. When we place blame on the other side, what happens is we get to escape doing a self-assessment. It gives you an easy way out. It gives you a pass so you don't have to look at yourself. You don't have to see what's wrong with you. You can throw all of those eyes onto the other person instead of looking inward and figuring out what it is that you need to do to heal, to grow, to get past the point that you are in that moment. So let me be clear. The opposing party in your divorce may very well be fully to blame. They may be. It may be completely their fault that the marriage fell apart. But is staying stuck in that space of blame helping you? Is it helping you at all? Is it helping you to move on? I'm going to help you out with the answer. No, it's not. It's not. And that's just the hard truth. It's not serving you any purpose at all. In fact, it's probably harming you. It's probably harming your chances of moving on successfully and not carrying the baggage from this divorce onto other relationships, onto other ventures, onto you having, not having problems at your job and it's starting to affect the way that you work or the way that you go about your studies if you're in school or whatever the case may be. The goal here is to unpack the baggage and leave it behind. You don't need to move forward with the baggage of this previous marriage. Yeah, it hurts. Absolutely, it does. It hurts. It hurts our pride. It hurts our feelings. I get it. Like I said, I've been there multiple times before. But that doesn't mean that you have to stay there. Process through those emotions, which we'll talk about in a later video, and then move forward. Don't get stuck. So let me ask you this. What else can you spend your energy on instead of playing this blame game with your ex? So I want you to put the answer to that question in the comments below. What else can you do? What else can you spend your energy on? There's got to be something else. Learn a new hobby, learn a new language, date yourself. Pray if you're a praying person. Do something other than sitting there just casting blame and, having these sidebar conversations where you're talking about your ex all the time and it's not bringing you anything but grief. And the reality is it's not bringing the person that you're talking to anything but grief. They don't really want to hear it. So free yourself from that bondage and stop playing the blame game. Listen, I'm Coach Souraya Christine. We'll be back at this again very shortly. We'll try to give you at least a couple videos a week. So like I said earlier, subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think in the comments of this first video. Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't like it. Either way, be honest, but I definitely want to hear your comments. I want to hear your answers to the question that was posed. And most importantly, I want to see you back on the next video. So I will talk with you soon. You have an awesome evening.